And here to talk to you a little bit about our approach to equity, diversity, and inclusion. I think the first thing to say about our approach is that we've made it really central to our strategy to make the outdoors for everybody. The second thing that we've done is we've said it's necessary but not sufficient to make the Ramblers itself and our existing activities more diverse and inclusive. We had to move from that to doing outreach to where the people we weren't reaching were, rather than expecting them to come to us. We began that process with a program we were already running called the Out There Award. It's aimed at younger people than generally join the Ramblers, so people 18 to 26. We realized we were reaching different groups and communities than normal, and we kind of doubled down on that. We looked at the things that made it attractive to people from different backgrounds, and it was things like making the activities really local to where they lived, removing any suggestion it was about challenge and adventure and focusing instead on sort of exploration and the social side of things, and being really explicit in our communications that it really was for everybody, and reflecting that in the images that we used. We then moved on to creating a program from scratch, looking at community outreach, and that focuses on refugees, asylum seekers, and people from global majority communities. And that's actually been really successful because we started where those communities were rather than starting by thinking we knew all about what those communities would need. So going in humbly and listening. And I guess we've learned a lot of things along the way, but I think the biggest is don't let fear get in the way. It's normal to be afraid that you don't know enough about the space. It's normal to be afraid that you might get things wrong, but don't let that stop you doing the things that you need to do. Don't let it become an excuse not to act. You are going to have to take responsibility for educating yourself, and you should absolutely do that as well as listening to and learning from the communities you engage with. And you are going to make mistakes, but just be humble about it, admit your mistakes, and people will be, I think you'll find, really accepting that you've made the effort and that you have the humility to admit when you get things wrong.